The next type of template is the template layout sheet. Sometimes you'll see it called a TLS, abbreviated. Template layout sheets are probably the most used type of templates in Quiltworx patterns. And what it is, it's a collection of related templates grouped together within a boundary line. These 6 templates are all related to the unit CZR that we've been working on in this unit CZR. If you look at this unit, you'll see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 background sections. So if we look at our template layout sheet, we'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 background sections. And there's hatching over here or shading, but this says scrap, and this little piece will be cut away later. So other than that shading, there's no shading on here. So we know that this is going to be background fabric because there's no shading. And it also matches unit CZR, which these are all background fabrics. So these templates will be cut for unit CZR. So let's isolate one of these sections and see what we have going on there. I've zoomed into the area that has the name of the template layout sheet, and it's located in this one section. So first we see template CZR-A layout sheet. So template layout sheets will always say template layout sheet. There are also cutting instructions. So here we're going to cut 9.5 inch by 8 1/4 inch rectangle and stack the fabrics right side up. If we take a look at section 5, template CZR-5, this identifies this one template out of the 6. So section 5 relates back to section 5 of the unit. So this is section 5, and it says temp CZR-5. So if we look here, temp CZR-5. So we know that this piece will go into this section on the unit CZR. So I want you to take a look at how big the template is that you're going to cut. These big lines, they're marked cut lines and sew lines. This is where you're going to do the actual cutting, and we'll see that later. But if you look at the sew lines on here, the solid lines, and this is the shape of that section, this is what will show on the right side of the quilt once it's finished. So the fabric has to cover inside this section. And 1/4 inch away from there, you'll see a dashed line, and this is where the seam allowance will go for that template. So here's all your extra space that you have here. These are grouped together in the template, and sometimes you have a lot of extra fabric, but because they're grouped, you're saving fabric in the long run because you're cutting one big piece and cutting it down. So when you piece this together, you have a lot of wiggle room. So don't worry about cutting these exactly. When we cut these apart, they'll be cut on the cut line. Now let's see how we use a template layout sheet, how we cut it out. The instructions at the bottom say to cut 9.5 inch by 8 1/4 inch rectangles and stack the fabrics right side up. Now for each one unit, you're going to need one piece of fabric. So if we're making 4 units, we cut the strip 9.5 inches wide, and then we subcut it into 4 9.5 inches by 8 1/4 inch rectangles, and we stack these right sides up. Then we put the template on top, the template layout sheet on top, and it's just slightly larger, which is fine. So next we're going to take jumbo paper clips, and we're going to clip all the outside templates. And we use the jumbo paper clips so we can put our ruler right on top. So I'm going to take my ruler, let me take this other ruler, and we're going to look for cut line 1, which is right here. We start at cut line 1, and we cut through all layers as well as the paper. So now we have it already clipped together and we just put it to the side. So next we'll look for cut line 2, which is right down here. And the ruler just fits nicely on top of that paper clip. And we're going to cut line 2 and then put this one off to the side. Here is cut line 3, and we'll cut on that next, but before we cut, we're going to put another paper clip in. So these will be together. Back that. And let's put another paper clip here. Cut line 4. Cut line 5. And cut line 6. And this is scrap, so we'll just put that to the side. So now we have our 6 templates that will go in the background of Unit CZR. So let's look and see what they look like. Here's our Unit CZR. So let's first find section 3. This is section 5, 6. Here's section 3. Now these are going to be in reverse order because we have, this is going to be the back side once everything's pieced, and these are the right sides facing up. So if we turn it over this way, we can see how it looks. So you have all of the angles going this way, and then this matches this angle, this squared off edge, and then this angle here. And so you see this will be covered, this section right here, just like that. And all the other sections go the same way. Once you have all the pieces cut for the accent fabric that we use template G, and the background fabrics where we used template CZR layout sheet, and you take your 4 unit papers, you put them together in one bag, and you're ready to start piecing.